Otherwise, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would say it's a win because I think the Cowboys overpaid for George Pickens. They sent him a third-round pick when, according to the Athletic's Jeff Howe, some teams reportedly, quote, laughed at the idea of trading for George Pickens when learning the Steelers were shopping the wide receiver during the 2025 NFL Draft. Some teams, polled by the Athletic, laughed at the idea of inviting Pickens into their locker room for any price, let alone a second-day draft pick. And that's the reason why I would say it's a win for the Pittsburgh Steelers, because we saw over the course of the last few years, and especially last year, where George Pickens became a nuisance on the field, where he would put no effort into routes that he knew he wasn't getting the ball for. And that's why I said months ago, I made the prediction months ago that George Pickens, going into 2025, will not be on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster. And Mike Tomlin finally said, you know what? Supposedly he led the charge on this, that no, George Pickens will not be a receiver anymore for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But besides that, we've also seen George Pickens get into on-field altercations against the Cleveland Browns. He's been fined more than $20,000 in two unsportsmanlike conduct violations against the Bengals. And apparently, reportedly, he arrived late on Christmas Day for the matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. So Mike Tomlin is one of the most respected head coaches in the NFL. And the fact that he even said, he told George Pickens to grow up, that just shows you what of a locker room cancer George Pickens seems to be. Because if he's out there on the field, complaining and all that, that's not a good look.